Hello there, it's the Archivist from TradingCardArchives.com, and as you can see, we're going to have a Dragon Ball day today. We're going to have a Dragon Ball today? We're going to have a ball today? We're going to Never mind, that doesn't work. We're going to talk about Dragon Ball cards, anime cards today, collection cards, trading cards. Funny, I was talking to a commenter. Well, a commenter had basically commented that, like the MLP cards, a lot of people refer to those as CCG cards. It's kind of a common acronym to use for the entire sort of field of anime cards. But the G in CCG, at least to the Western audience, stands for games. Collectible card games. And so seeing the MLP cards with no numbers or symbols, they're like obviously not TCG cards, right? In the traditional sense. And so they were like, "What are these? Are not game cards? Why do you call these CCGs?" And I gave them like this really long explanation how like, well, you have to understand that the Chinese character for trading sometimes translates as collection, and that starts with C, and so people will use CC for collection cards instead of trading cards. And then because they were using CC for that, other people got confused and just started calling everything a CCG, and then now we're here. Basically is what happened. But these aren't CCGs. These are trading cards or anime cards from Asia, and a lot of them are unlicensed. A lot that you see on the table are, but a lot aren't. Like these little dinosaur cards here are licensed. That's all of these. The Chikara ones, we don't know. The Cartoon House ones here and probably not licensed. But still, there are some very nice licensed cards here. And a lot of these are also still available. But the thing is, I've had these for a long time. I'm not joking. Like this box right here, this one, this orange one, this was one, like in the very first order I ever did for the archives, now over 2 years ago at this point, right? That's how long I've had this box on my shelf. And there's not that much left in it. I think it's like, what is there? Literally there's one pack left, literally one pack, right? And then an empty one in there. So we're gonna cash that out today and finally say goodbye to this box. Although I have to tell you, this thing has provided like so much entertainment and joy for me. If you know me, the Dragon Ball cards are ones that I go to kind of when I'm having some bad luck or feeling down, because they sort of always have like big hits in them. They will always kind of give you something awesome, and they were such a great value back then. They don't make them like this anymore. I know, I hate to say that, but like this is a 5 yuan box here, 20 packs in there, right? Amazing. You get 20 packs, 5 cards in each pack. That's a lot of cards in this tiny little box. And you would have paid like $20 for this box, right? We're going to say goodbye to that box too. Here's another one in that collection. This is also a little dinosaur, even though they might not look like it. They are little dinosaur cards. That's this logo here. This one over here is also little dino. And so you'll see on the newer bootleg T0 sets, you'll always see this little orange card symbol. That's how you know it's little dino still. Okay. Oop, 3 boxes down. There's actually going to be quite a few packs that we're going to look at, just because there's a lot here. But most of the packs will be the 1 and 2 yuan packs, so we won't spend a ton of time on those. We got 5 of these left. I love days like this because I get to like really clean the archives out and make space for whatever, new stuff or other things. Whatever I want. So this is Chao Ka. Chao Ka is the company. You can kind of see their logo up there. Through the back too, so you can see there, DBS. But this is the second series of Chao Ka cards, and they're also like excellent. These are excellent cards, really high quality stuff. Oh man, there's actually a lot of these left. Oh dear. Okay. Oof. I didn't know that. I didn't think there were quite that many left. That's a lot of packs now. Well, maybe we won't do a full cash out just because I don't want to have to open quite that many packs. We'll just do maybe 2 of these. And I'm gonna. This box. This blue one was also in the very first order I made, so I've had that for a very long time. I'm gonna keep it a little bit longer, I guess. I just can't. I can't open quite this many cards at once. We will. This means we're gonna have Dragon Ball cards left for another day. I mean, we'll definitely will buy more, right? Like we bought some this year. In fact, there were like what were those Toriyama cards, right? Those were super good. Not like it's explicitly Dragon Ball cards, but still a really good card. I'm not gonna show you the flyer or anything for these. You've seen these before from me and many other people. I will link to where you can buy them though, because they are all still for sale. Although it's getting a little weird right now. A lot of the, I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff in the world right now. I don't want to talk about politics at all, but one of the consequences, sort of what's going on, is that that the tariff war has um, I don't want to say like stopped the ability for AliExpress to ship things to the US, but it certainly has confused everybody, right? Like the vendors, I'm actually hearing from a few vendors where they're just canceling orders. They just don't want to try right now because they're afraid the orders are just going to get lost or just like, because it's just chaos, right? Nobody knows what any of the rules are. Nobody knows what the actual rule is going to be. Like you got one person saying another person saying another thing and another person just angry. Like, no, it's just chaos, right? So there's no stability right now. And that's kind of the worst scenario for anyone trying to do any business internationally, right? And so everyone's just kind of holding, right? There was actually like a notice that came out earlier this week that the US Postal Service would not accept packages under the carrying agreement. That carrying agreement has been in place for over 100 years. Not joking, like over 100 years. The various US postal services in most of the developed world, like hundreds of countries, have all agreed to carry each other's mail, right? And the US right now is, for whatever reason, trying to pull out of that arrangement. I don't even know why, right? It's just a weird one because it's one of the few arrangements where everybody benefits. Like nobody is hurt in that arrangement. Everyone is benefiting in some way. And so it's such a strange one to try to pull out of, but they seem to just be wanting to pull everyone out of everything. So that's kind of what's happening. And so, yeah, the US Postal Service put out a notice saying we're not going to carry packages under this agreement anymore. And so that stopped everything for like 3 days. Like the port of Los, nothing went through. And then it kind of has opened up again because, like obviously you can't do that. You can't just stop all mail, right? Like people need to eat and run their businesses and things, right? And so after 3 days, people realized, oh yeah, we can't actually do that. And so they sent another notice and they're like, never mind, we are going to accept packages for now until we figure out what we're really going to do. And that's like, it sounds hyperbolic what I'm saying, but that is actually and literally what is really going on right now. And so it's the reason that like I'm not getting new shipments. Like I have orders, they're not coming. Like I said, the vendors are canceling them or they're on ships out at sea waiting to get to port, right? And that's the reality of our lives right now, unfortunately. Hopefully we can stabilize and get better. And again, like I'm a Canadian. I don't really care, but it's more that I just want some stability so that I get my car. I want my anime car. That's all I want. I don't care about anything else. I just want my anime cards. And right now, I'm having trouble getting my anime cards, and so that's a little bit of a problem for me. But we'll get there. We'll get there. They'll figure it out. It's another SR. And it's not like I don't have any cards here. I have like a ton. As you saw, I just threw out 5 boxes, and I have. I'm pointing to the side because there's like a pile of boxes over there that reaches to the ceiling. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Still, oh wow! Oh, we got a. What do we get here? Oh, an SSR. Okay, I was like, that's pretty nice. Pretty nice looking card. It's all like gold, but it just kind of has a lot of gold on it. Still a good card. These are the little dino cards. These are incredibly inexpensive. I love these. I always talk about these. These are redemption cards, but they look amazing. I actually collect them. I have many full sets of all the different Dragon Balls. So the way the redemptions work in the lower end sets is they give you like cards like this with a different number of stars. That's a 1 star. That's a 3 star. This is actually a, what is that? 4 or 5? That's a 6 star. So that's a really good one right there. But yeah, if you have all of the redemptions, you can redeem them for various prizes. But it's hard to do that redemption outside of China. But I think it's, well, at this point, it's probably impossible to do that kind of redemption outside of China, just because that is going to be, oh, that's like 2 or 3 years old. But that nobody would even accept those at this point. Oh wow! Okay, we got a UR. Wow, I pulled 2 packs out of there. I got an SSR and a UR. God, that is epic. Look at that thing. I love the purple and blues. This is why I love my Dragon Ball cards, by the way. Like I said earlier, these are the ones I get out when I'm kind of feeling a little iffy. But yeah, these always are good. Like even if you open like the cheapest pack, you're gonna get something that looks so good, and you're just like, oh, that looks amazing. I love that. That's kind of what I'm going for. All right, where do we go next? Okay, we're gonna have to clear the table because these cards are gonna be like a different kind of like a different quality of card, and so we kind of have to clear a little bit and maybe just leave a few examples here for later. Oh, I need a little ran a little box. There we go. And then let's see, if I'm gonna do this in a good order, I think we'll go in that order. Let's see, this order. So, because what I'm trying to do is get them in like value order. These are 5 yuan, these are 5 yuan, but these are like special edition 5 yuan, and then these are 10 yuan, and then these are all 10 yuan here. But then those are like special edition. So, yeah. Anyway, we're gonna open some 5 yuans first. Now, what's interesting about these is these are Little Dinosaur Dragon Ball cards. So in a way, these are the same as these, but they're a slightly different series, and you'll see they look a little bit different. And then these are the 5 yuan version of the cards, so it's thin and has round corners. When we get to the 10 yuan version of this card, you'll see it has exactly the same design, but it's thick and has square corners. Some more purple there. God, purple is my favorite color, so I do love me some purple. Oh, great. This is actually really good. Yeah, I'm feeling better already. Just opening Dragon Ball cards makes me feel better. Man, I still don't like that postal situation. Oh. Sorry again for that. I really don't like bringing people down like that, but and I hope it doesn't bring you down. Like I hope not. But again, I get that the world is tricky right now for everyone. There's nothing I can do about that. I got anime cards. That's what I can do, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. Like I can do this. This is something I know how to do, and or well, kind of. I shouldn't be so strong. Yeah, because I should. Yeah, I don't actually know how to do this. I'm just doing it. It's really true. Like when I started this channel, gosh, again, like almost, well, probably over 2 years at this point. Maybe not like officially, but definitely the website. Like this website was started in January, so definitely 2 years on the website. But maybe the channel didn't actually start till April, maybe. But anyway, when I first started it, it was really like I saw all these cards on AliExpress, and I kind of like all you comment on my videos. I like saw them there. I'm like, wait, those are so cheap and they look so cool. Can they be real? Is that possible? If I put my credit card into this website, am I gonna get anything? Am I gonna get ripped off? Are they gonna steal all my money? Like I didn't know what was gonna happen, right? And then I did my first order. I did my second order. I did my 50th order. I did my 200th order. now I'm here, right? So. Yeah, but it was always kind of just an experiment to see like what would happen even. What would even show up in the mail, if anything, right? And then I didn't see anybody else talking about them, like no other YouTubers, You know, there were Chinese websites, of course, but nobody in the West was really talking about these. And so I really felt, oh wow, at a Son Goku, that's epic. That's actually really really epic. Okay. I mean, this is also epic here, this SSR, but that is truly epic right there. Top pull kind of. Not top. I mean, it's just a UR. It's not like a top pull, but still, very very nice card here. Very happy with that. Yeah, and I remember starting the channel and thinking, I'll just do this for a little while, and then someone who actually knows what they're doing will come along and do it a lot better. And then I can just watch, and then I can just watch all their videos. I don't have to make videos myself. Turns out, nobody did that, and so it's still me doing this. But that's not true. Like a lot of people have actually started channels since I've started this, and a lot of people that I know and I've talked to, right? And I think that's really cool. Like that's very cool that other people are sharing their hobbies too. And yeah, because I mean, it can be this very solitary thing, opening cards. I mean, I'm alone in this room doing it, right? Just talking in a way to myself, although I'm talking to the future you, so I don't feel like it's counts as crazy. Uh, I'm not gonna think too hard on that particular topic. I might be crazy, but probably not. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, and you know, it can be lonely, and then you pull a big pull, and you get all excited, and you look around, and it's like, oh, it's just me, right? But if you're filming it, then that big pull becomes like a moment, right, that you can share with other people. Be like, hey, check this out, right? It's a 40-minute video. It's super super boring, but that 10 seconds right there is real good. Yeah, and that's what we're here for, really. It's for those those 10 seconds. No. I didn't point it out last time, but these LRs that we're pulling are kind of a special thing that's only in these black packs. And it's one of the reasons I always recommend that black set to people if they're just getting started. Like anyone who comes up to me at a show or something and is like, hey, I love your collection and everything, but I don't know where to start. Like there's hundreds of choices. I love all these different anime. Like where should I start? I'm always like, you know what? This box, this costs like $15 for this box, and you'll get 20 packs and 5 cards in every pack, and you'll get all these awesome rainbow ones. You'll get these SSRs. You'll get crazy stuff like that. Like there's tons of really good stuff in these packs, and it's super super inexpensive. So I always say, like, if you just want to get started, that's where I would start, and then you'll probably get hooked from there and go buy a case or something. But you gotta start somewhere, right? Oof, we are. Oh, sorry, I hit my camera there. Yeah, we are heating it up on SSRs today. A lot of very nice SSRs. A lot of these nice LRs too. I think this might be the most Dragon Ball cards I've ever opened at once. Possible. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think back because one thing I don't do anymore, but maybe I should do it as like a throwback or something. I don't know. Let me tell you what it is first. But yeah, back in the day, like when I first started the channel, one of the things I would do every couple weeks are these like multi-set battles where I would like set this board up with these places, and I'd have like first place, second place, runner up, it was like all organized, and there was scoring, and there's like it was like a whole thing, right? And then I would go through and I'd rank all the cards and we'd try to figure out who the winner was. And it was just this thing we'd do. But it was a lot of work because I would have to spend, oh, I don't know, an hour or two before the video, like preparing everything and making sure I had all the movements correct and the camera and everything. It was like really a lot of work. So I stopped doing those. And now I just do, I just throw all the cards on the table. Like, hey, look at all these cool cards. Pretty much, that's pretty much like, hey, Archivist, how do you make your videos? Well, I take all the cards, I dump them on the table, and go, hey, look at that, that's pretty cool. That's my video. I'm the Archivist. No, I mean, but basically, I don't know, like, it's pretty much, there's not that much more to it. You get some dad jokes every once in a while, and you get my confusion about that. It can be fun too sometimes. Like I'll see a card and just be very confused as what it is. That can be kind of fun. These are great. I love these LRs. They're like I don't know. Do you remember when you were a kid? You would get this. Oh, this is probably something maybe only I did. I don't know. But they were like these pieces of paper, and they were black. And you would scratch them with like a piece of wood, and underneath the black was this like rainbow pattern, right? And you could sort of like draw with like this piece of wood, and you would like scratch a line, and it would draw this like crazy rainbow colored line. If you made a smiley face, it'd be all like rainbow colored. That's what these always remind me of. And so I don't know what that stuff is called. That probably still exists, whatever that was. All right, this is our last 10 yuan pack. So this is like the most expensive pack of Dragon Ball cards opening today. These also weren't that expensive. I'm pretty sure you could get that orange box for $25 or something like that, if even that much. And you get you used to get 15 packs in a 10 yuan box. That is not true anymore. Now you only get, 10 usually, but you used to get 15. So you'll notice that the design, what I mean by that is the framing, right? The font and the way the SR looks and the LZ, all that stuff is the same. But the corners are square on the 10 yuan cards, and they are much thicker cards too. And so we got an SR, an SSR, well, we have two SRs, SR, and a SSR here. That's pretty cool, though. I like that. I actually really think that one's pretty neat, actually. I like that card. So it's a interesting set for sure. All right. Actually, we should probably clear again. Videos get. Let me pause. I'm gonna kind of reorganize, and then we'll get into these because these are just like a different class of thing, and they'll get mixed up in here if we aren't careful. So I'll be right back. All right, and I am back, and we're just gonna. What we'll do is we'll keep these on the table as sort of our, like our representative cards again from the other sets, just in case we want something to compare with. There. And then we'll start opening these. We'll start with Cartoon House. That's this logo here is the Cartoon House logo. You can also always tell it's a Cartoon House product. I was going to say from the phone number on the back, but then this one doesn't have it, so sorry. I haven't seen products from them in a while, but they're the company that used to make the Star Wars cards. Now, like I said, these are a different class of thing, right? So they're... oh, we got an SSP. That's actually a really good pull. But they're all like premium cards, right? Even the base. So this SSR would be the base in that set. It's still going to be pretty premium. Okay. The SSR away. Maybe. Go. And then our SSP here, some beautiful treatments on it. It's interesting because even though that says SSP, it still is ranked as only a 4-star card. So that star ranking there would have like 6 in it if it was the highest rarity. So that's still not quite the highest rarity card. And like not even really close. Our witch, and a UR, Great stuff. I really, like I said when I started, I always enjoy opening these, and it's in a way kind of sad to think that I won't have more, but also like I could order more of these. They really aren't that expensive. You can just kind of throw them into orders and it's fine. And they make a lot of them. There's always more coming out. Hmm. I might do that. I don't know. I might try to put an order in sometime, maybe next week. I had been holding off just because, like I said, the last, I'm not, like, I wasn't joking about any of that. The last two orders that I put in, the vendors contacted me and they were just like, eh, sorry, but we're not going to accept orders from the US for a little while. And I'm just like, oh, well, honestly, I get it. I understand. That makes sense. Yeah. And it's like they're they're probably are sorry because they want to make money, right? I want to spend money, they want to make money. Like we want to do trade. We just can't right now because of the chaos, right? Uh, it's just the way that it is, right? And again, it wouldn't be like me trying to, they don't think I'm trying to rip them off. I don't think they're trying to rip me off. They just think, they could ship that and then a week later the ports shut down and then, they don't get their money because I never get my product and they never get their product back because the ports are all shut down, right? So, like, uh, there's a lot of risk in just taking basic business actions right now. It's a difficult scenario, And whatever you think about anything else, like that's the cost of that chaos to the operation of the organism that is our world, right? Well, URs are neat. I love the common background on them all. All right, so we are now moving into our Chow Cock. So I always kind of want to call these Chikorita, but that's not even that is like a thing from Pokemon, right? Like that's not even a Dragon Ball thing. Of course, I do. I also spent way too much time with Pokemon, so I do know my Pokemon as well. This is good. It's like nice hit. Oh wow. Okay, these are. I forgot how good these look. Yeah, the Chow Caw cards are very nice. I remember the trading card collector had told me that once. That these are like the epic ones. Look at that. I mean, it looks like a piece of metal or something. It's not. It's cardboard, but it looks like it. So there's our SSRs. Again, those are base cards in the set, and then this is going to be a puzzle card. So that's kind of the border of the puzzle. You know me, I dislike puzzle cards. Another SFR. Oh, that little robot. I forgot what is he? There's a lot of robots in Dragon Ball, I think. There's a nice looking UR there. These are nice. Again, like these Chao Kas like this, the Dragon Ball Super cards, they're not as inexpensive. So whereas like a 5 yuan box like that is gonna be $15, these are 30 or 35 even. They might be more, right? Oh dear me. Oh dear me. It's not numbered, but that is a lot of treatment on that card. Okay, that could be something very, very good looking. Let's be careful here. It is a GP. GP, okay. GP. That is blue and gold and hard to film. It's shiny. That is a shiny boy. Shiny, shiny. Very shiny. I uh is there a secondary market for these? I'm gonna go. Uh, I'm gonna go pause, and I'm just gonna look. I don't think there is, but I'm gonna look. I'll be right back. All right, I am floored right now. I don't. I'm trying to deal with what I was just reading. I don't have any. How do I not have any top loaders? Oh my God. Okay. You'd think the trading card archives would have top loaders, but I've run out. I've completely run out. I don't have any. This card should be top loaded. I'm gonna put in a big top loader for now. It should be. Okay, here we go. It's kind of a thicker card anyway. But that's kind of a joke. All right, well, there it goes. So this card could be worth $80. Now, I say could be. There is actually a shocking secondary market for these Chao Ka cards specifically. There was a yellow box, and this blue box was box 2. They are all over eBay, very well collected. There's tons of these for sale, like at least 7 or 8 from different sellers, right? They're not all just from one person. And the price ranges are huge depending on the character. But the lower ones are like 30, right? So the cost of a box. And then the higher ones, like I said, are 80 to like 300. Like, I don't even know if that's realistic, but there was one for 300. Like, that sounds crazy to me. I'm guessing that's probably like a $30-$40 card in real life, right? I think the 80s might be a little high, maybe. But I mean, if you can sell it for that, awesome. But I don't know that I would try. Still fantastic, right? And to just know that like that market is there. Even the URs, like people will sell these well, I didn't pull a UR yet. I guess maybe we'll pull one here. But yeah, the URs were all selling for like $10, which is also crazy. I don't think the SSRs would sell for much because there are quite a lot of SSRs. You get 2 in every pack. But they might. What is this? What is that? Oh, that's a UR. Okay, so this is one of the URs. It's like really dark up here in the corner. And also there's this foil up here. It looks like a tear, but that's not a tear. That's foil. Yeah, so a UR like this, you know, this could be $10 pretty easily from that set, right? Yeah, because like the reason I say pretty easily is because doing comps on eBay is an art form, right? It's an art. There's no science to it at all, and you're probably wrong. I'm probably wrong. Anyone doing this almost certainly wrong. But put that aside. If you want to still try, the way to do it is to look for multiple sales from multiple sellers. And especially if people are doing bulk sales. And what I mean by that is if they're saying like pick your own UR, right? And so if you see a sale like that where they have every UR and you can choose any one you want and they're all the same price, that means that set is well priced out, right? Like people know what it's worth and there's not going to be any games. Like they know exactly what a UR is worth, right? And they'll just sell them to you like a store, right? You just walk in, you're like, I want those 3, and you just get them, right? And especially if there's multiple people doing that, that set is mapped, right? And mapped just means we know all the rarities, we know exactly how to get them, we probably know how to weigh them. Like it is a mapped set. Whereas if you go in and you see a bunch of different sales and some are 30 and some are 80 and no one seems to know what anything's worth, that tells you that the set isn't mapped yet or that the market isn't big enough to sort of have converged on prices. And so that's a problem, right? Because if you are thinking, okay, I want to sell all my cards, right? If you look up the market and it hasn't converged on pricing for whatever reason, because people don't collect that set's not popular, whatever the reason is, you're going to have trouble selling it, right? Like you can list it and it'll probably sit there for months, but you're not going to sell it. There's not a big market, right? Whereas if you look and you see there's multiple people with bulk sales going, and there's, you know, people in Europe and Canada and Mexico and all over people that trade in this stuff, you can, that market is rich and you'll be able to use that market, right? we don't talk about value a whole lot on this channel because I actually still, despite having run this channel now for, yeah, like I said, basically 2 years, have never sold a card on eBay yet. I've sold cards, but it's always been private sales to people. Like people on the Discord server, or someone will email me and be like, hey, that card, I really want that card. You have to sell me that card. And I'll be like, don't worry, I'll send it to you. Like, I didn't want it anyway. It's fine. But I've never sold one on eBay yet. So it's something I keep thinking to start doing. And actually, like over the holiday break, I set up a box with all of the cards that I would consider selling. And there are some fantastic cards in that box. Like there are, Star Wars GPs that are easily worth over $500. There's, solid gold coin cards. There's like insane things inside that box that I've pulled over the years that, for whatever reason, I don't intend to try to finish those collections, right? Because like I do actually complete a lot of sets here and collect a lot of things, sort of for my own personal collection. But a lot of times I'm just buying boxes because I think it's cool, or I want to see what that manufacturer is doing, or I want to learn about that product, or someone asks me they want to see it. It's more like that usually. And so I'm not always trying to complete the sets that I'm working on. Look at that UR. God, that is beautiful. Or is that a CP? Oh, that's a CP actually. So those are URs, but this is a CP. So this might be another one where it's like, actually that's a CP as well. That's a CP, but that's a UR. God, those are tough to tell the difference. Let's keep going. I mean, we're almost at a 40-minute video here. I didn't intend to do that. I actually thought this was going to be real short. But like I said, I didn't realize how many of these packs I had left. I kind of thought I had like 2 or 3 left. I didn't think I had 10. And so that's kind of what made the video a little longer. But hey, we still had fun. We saw some amazing cards. We learned a lot about, what did we learn about? We learned about how to do comps for cards, or like how I do comps for cards. We learned, ooh, wow, that's epic. That's a JR. Oh my. That is actually, that's a really cool looking card. I wonder if that, I should go, it can't be worth more than the GP. I've never pulled one though. I'm gonna go comp and do a little research on this. I'll be right back, okay? Yeah, it's another one. So it's like another like $20 to $30 card. Like lows are all 20s, highs are all 30, 40. So, and that's like, pretty easy $60. Like pretty easy, right? Like I could price that at 30, price that at 40, 30, 40, 20, and be out the door at 60, right? Probably closer, easier 40, right? It'd be very easy 40, right? 20, 20 done. Of course, I got to ship on that too. But I bought all that too. Like I got little bubble envelopes for shipping. I got like a mail printer label, printer paper stuff for my printer. I'm all ready to start doing sales. I just, yeah, the thing I don't have is time, and I don't have a lot of sanity right now. If I had more sanity, I could, I could do it, but I don't. It's all gone. Never had a lot of that to begin with, though. Here's another UR. Epic. Like that's just epic. Look, I'm not gonna lie. This twirly foil that you see in here, where it's kind of like spinny, it sort of spins a little bit in the light. I hate that stuff. But only when it's on the top layer. When it's on a bottom layer like that, it actually looks cool. It adds a very neat sort of disco ball laser effect to the card, right? It looks like it's shooting lasers at you. I think that's actually a very cool effect. We are rich in Dragon Ball cards today. Like, we might not have much, but we have Dragon Ball cards, and that is definitely a thing that we have here. Epic. Look at that. That's that old man. Master, what's his name? Master Roshi. Roshi, Master Roshi. Haha. I know things. Not many things. There you are. Fantastic. Because remember, those URs were all like easy $10. Like, easy. So you're talking over $100 of cards. I paid 30 for this box a while ago, but still. It's weird. Like, I don't know. I wish I knew, but the trading card collector and I and people in the Discord, we talk about it all the time. Like, what is, oh, sorry, I hit my camera again. What is going to make a set popular? Like, what is going to make a set have a secondary market on eBay and another set not? Like, why does Chao Ka have this massive, well-supported, mapped out secondary market? I mean, it looks like a sports card market. You go in there, it looks exactly like any top set. Like, there's 20, 30 different sellers. They all have the same pricing. Like, it's a fully mapped set. How did that happen? How does that not happen with any of the Kabog sets? Like, those Kabog sets are amazing, yet I've never seen any of those get mapped that way. I don't know. If you know, or if you just have feedback, let me know in the comments. I suspect this video generally going to probably get a lot of comments. Let's head it out. Like, again, I'm not a political type, and I know that's a weird thing to say, but like, I just don't care. So just don't. Like, if you want to yell at me for politics, great. I hope that makes you feel better. I don't know how else to help you. But yeah, it's not. You're not helping anyone doing that. It's certainly not helping me. Like, I can't do anything. So yeah, I definitely can't help you with that. I handle trading cards, and I handle international copyright. I can do that. International trade, I can a little bit handle that. Import export, pretty good at that. You put me in a port, I can deal with that. But yeah, the rest of it I'm gonna just kind of leave to better minds than my own. But for now, I hope you enjoyed the video. I sure did. We just did fantastic here. I mean, I'll just put this card up again. This thing is bonkers. It looks like a gold brick. It's amazing. I love it. I really like it. And then you flip it over and it's like rainbow, and it's got this foil on it. Like, I'm shocked it's not numbered. It looks so good. But and that's where we are. Hopefully you enjoyed the video here today. Light up the comments. Let's go. And otherwise, I'll film again. I don't know. It's gonna be a busy weekend. I might not film again until Sunday, but I'll probably film again on Sunday. But for now, I will sign off and say goodbye. Bye, everybody.